Hey guys, I love New Year's. I love goal setting, and the new year is just like a big goal setting marathon to me. So I love it. I love writing out all the things I want to accomplish and then getting excited for those things as they happen, and yeah, all the things. So I wanted to do a playlist and a collaboration with some other homeschool mamas that also did goal setting and kind of how we plan for the rest of the homeschool year, and some personal goals as well, and just what that looks like. So be sure to check out the playlist. I'll have it linked below so you guys can find their videos and see all of the goals that we are setting for this year and any changes that we're making for the homeschool. So the first thing I want to say is that goals without plans are more like dreams. So if you are a goal setter, you probably know that, but if not, be sure to write down how you are going to hit those goals. You wouldn't run a marathon without training for, without, planning out your training process and then training, actually doing the physical training. You wouldn't just go run the race. You would plan for it. So goal setting is like that. You need to write down what you're doing, or I need to write it down. I don't know if you need to write it down, but I can't just keep it in my head. There's too many other things happening in there. So I like to write it all down and get really clear, and then I personally use a lot of Google Calendar because that just seems to be where everything is stored. So don't forget to actually plan for your goals to bring them to fruition this year, 2022. Obviously, goals don't always go as planned, like 2022, am I right? Things don't always happen, but I say plan like it's up to you and pray like it's up to God and just hope for the best. So the very first thing I'm going to be changing up is kind of our schedule. So right now we do a Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 hours a day school, right? Because I've got 4 kids, so you don't all have to do that many hours a day, but you've got as many children as I do that you are homeschooling and that need one-on-one time. It takes a little bit of time. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to still be sticking with the original schedule of my Monday through Friday, but I am slowing it down. So instead of having to make sure that every single Monday I'm on Monday morning, if we don't finish that week, that's okay. I'm going to be rolling the next day into the next week. I do keep my kids all on the same day because otherwise insanity. But we are going to be incorporating more field trips, more zoo trips. We have a zoo membership and we almost never go because I always feel like there's not enough time. I have to wait for the weekend. I can't do it during the week because we're too busy because I work and they have school and I can't leave the house, and I'm making time for it this year. We're going to be doing more field trips. We're going to be going on more actually exploring in the area. My daughter is learning more about Colorado this year, which is perfect because we're here and I can take them and let them see more, go to more museums, and there's just so many beautiful things. I live in the Springs and there's so many things to see and do around here and so much natural history. So I'm really excited to just bring more of that in and slow down on the paperwork that we normally do. We'll still be completing it all. We will still be doing it all. We just will not be sticking to the exact same schedule as I have been in the past because I just want to incorporate more hands-on and living parts of school. How are we going to do this, you say? Well, yeah, we're also going to be changing the 36-week year plan. I'm not trying to finish by the end of May when the rest of Colorado finishes. We're going to just keep going till we finish school for the year, whenever that may be. I think it'll probably be around July or August because we have family visiting, we're visiting family, there's just trips, and there's going to be more field trips and museum trips and swimming trips and camping trips, and I want to take our time, but keep consistently going through our school, but not have this rigid Monday through Friday, we can't leave the house because we're stuck inside doing our school all day. Feeling that pressure to finish by a certain date, I have sometimes done it, sometimes not, but I've noticed that when I have that pressure, I'm trying to rush through the school, and I don't want to rush through the school this year. I want us to soak it in, I want us to enjoy it, I want us to explore, I want us to do all the school, but not do it so fast that we don't actually enjoy it, and we don't really remember it, and all of that. I just want it to be an enjoyable process. And will there be tears about math? Sure, probably. Sometimes there will be still tears about math or handwriting or whatever. Without me feeling so much pressure to finish by a certain date, I don't feel pressure to rush them through a lesson that they're not understanding. I feel like we can take our time and just go through it as we need. There's so many things that go into that. I mean, just being able to slow it down. I know that I personally just felt like a weight lifted when I decided I wasn't going to try to finish by the end of May. I felt like, okay, phew, I don't have to do that. And it's not because I don't like working hard and I don't want to do all the things. We're still going to do all the things. And in fact, I think we can do more. That's really what it's about. I want to be able to do more and take it at a better pace for us so that we're not feeling rushed, so we can enjoy it instead of just feeling like we have to hurry and cram the learning down their throats. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be enjoyable for them and for me, and just enjoy our school year this year. That is what we're going to try to do so much more of in 2022. Okay, so that's my homeschool goals. More fun, doing more things, not feeling constrained to finish by the end of May. Next is personal goals. These are a lot more clear. I feel like the homeschool goals are, I have ideas and I'm writing down the events I want to do on my calendar, but the personal goals are just something I've got even more clarity and focus on. I'm going through this list in no particular order. And in fact, probably the last one would be first and all the things, but just bear with me. These are my personal goals for 2022. The very first one is reading through the Bible, and I am using the Bible app for this. Thank you, the Bible app, for giving me a plan, because I love the way they're doing it. So with the Bible app, it doesn't just have you read Genesis, the first 3 chapters, and then the next 3, and the next 3, and the next 3. It does do that, but it also has a mix. So you're reading the Old Testament and the New Testament simultaneously, which I like. 1, it breaks it up. 2, you get 2 sides of the story, like you're getting to see these 2 different aspects, the Old Testament and New Testament, and how they relate to each other, and I love that. And I enjoyed the way the Bible app did that. I also enjoy that I can mark it off every day as I read it, because that just helps my brain. It's like tasks in my task management system. I can just click it off and it helps me. I don't know. Anyway, I highly recommend it if you want to do that. If that's one of your goals this year, the Bible app is great for that. Totally awesome. The next goal I have is running a marathon. I'm currently training for a half marathon. I have run a half in the past. I haven't run a half in many years, so I am working my way up to that. I started at the beginning of December, and I'm really excited because I'm doing it with a friend. We can talk, we Marco Polo, we text each other everything that we've done that day, every day as we do our training, and we're having so much fun. Running for me in the past was kind of difficult with the little kids, but as my kids have gotten older, I'm finding it a little bit easier. I won't say I have more time, but I have a different type of time. I'm a little bit more flexible. My kids are, like I said, much older. It's not the same. I don't have to worry about leaving a little baby at home or trying to run after dark every night. I applaud the people that do that. I like to run in the daytime. I like to run when I can see clearly. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. And I have to say, just being out in nature, being out with the quiet, listening to an audiobook, running the path, it is amazing. It feels so good. I have missed it so much. I love just having that quiet time, fairly uninterrupted, which as a mom doesn't often happen, but when I'm out running, it seems like it's almost always very calming, and it's beautiful, and I'm so enjoying that. So yeah, so wish me luck. I am hoping to run a marathon by July, August time. My half marathon is scheduled for the end of March, so I feel like that one's pretty doable. I can do that. I've done that before. I've run it I've run that distance enough times that I feel comfortable there, but I've never stretched myself to the full marathon limit, so I'm excited to do that this year. So speaking of books while running, books this year, it's not an amount of books that I'm reading. I don't normally, I set goals for that, but I don't really need to. I already do it naturally. I just love reading, so I usually hit my arbitrary goal of 52 books in a year, but this year I'm actually creating a new goal around books, and that is helping others find good books, be it nieces and nephews, friends, family, and you guys. Really, I'm going to be creating a business around sharing books and helping parents or teachers or grandparents or aunts and uncles find books for the children in their lives. So I'm really excited. There will be more details on that in the future, but that is one of my goals for 2022. And lastly, which I maybe should have done first, is just really diving in and having a deeper relationship with the Lord. this year, this last year, I should specify, 2021 was an amazing year for me. I found a new church that we just really connected with. I joined a Bible study. I had some really awesome people in my life that were just really helping me grow spiritually, and it's been really amazing. And I just want to do that even more in 2022, and I want to minister more, so I want there to be just more around that. And this year in particular, I'm doing some bigger things, some things I've never done before. I'm doing a prayer and fasting with my church. I'm going to be leading a Bible study in the future, and things like that, like this year, that I'm just really, really excited about. And I'm just so encouraged. I'm just excited to grow that part of my life. I'm excited to see what God has planned for us. And so I'm just excited to share what the Lord does in our life this year, and I'm excited to just do more ministry work. On that note, I have to just recommend the Bible study book that I went through this last quarter. From September to December, I was in a Bible study when we went through Lisa Bevere's book called Without Rival. It was so, so good. There was just so much insight. Every day I felt like I was encouraged, empowered, but also convicted, like just so many good things. And doing it with other women was mind-blowing. I mean, I hadn't got to do a Bible study with other ladies in, I don't know, like a decade. I mean, it has been so, so long. So this last year, I did that, and it was just so good. It was better than I remembered. It was so encouraging, and I can't wait to do it more this year. I think I'll be doing 4 this year, and I am just excited for every single one and seeing who God brings into my life through these Bible studies, because I don't know who they'll be with yet, and I'm just so excited for that. That's my homeschool goals for this year and my personal goals. And share with me in the comments what your goals are, and if you're a goal setter, if that's what you'd like to do, because I'm such a goal setter. I love setting goals. I don't always achieve my goals, but I love setting my goals. So share with me in the comments what your goals are for 2022. I hope this video was an encouragement to you, and I'm excited to read through the comments and see what you guys are doing. And don't forget to watch the playlist. I'm really looking forward to seeing the other goals that the other homeschool moms are doing on their channels as well. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again really soon.